Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening is one of my favorite games among the Zelda franchise. In this game, you are a castaway, and you have to find a certain amount of instruments to wake the windfish in order to leave. You soon learn that Koholint Island is inside the windfish's dream, and by waking the windfish, the island would disappear. But you know that a dream cannot last forever, and you wake the windfish and are able to return to the Kingdom of Hyrule. But something's always bothered me about Link's Awakening, and that is Marin. She is an inhabitant of the windfish's dream, but unlike the others in the dream, Marin is the only one who's self-aware. She's the only one who thinks about leaving the island, and she's the only one who knows the song that will totally annihilate the island. In order to understand who Marin is, we first have to understand the nature of Koholint Island. As I stated before, it's a dream. A series of thoughts, images, and sensations occurring in a person's mind during sleep. In other words, a mix of memories weaved together by the windfish's imagination. That means the dungeons are memories, the great fairies are memories, the landmarks are memories, and of course, Marin is a memory. Now you may argue that everything I just listed could have been made up by the windfish, and I do believe there are some parts of his dream that were created by him and his imagination, but it's impossible to have a dream without some sort of prior knowledge. Otherwise, that would be like a colorblind person trying to describe what color would look like. It just wouldn't work. So with that being said, who is Marin? There's no way to tell for sure who Marin is, but there is some in-game evidence that helps give us some clues as to who she might have been. Right off the bat, we know that Marin is a kind-hearted person, but the evidence that proves her identity isn't even Marin at all. It's the nightmares found inside the dream. Remember in Skyward Sword when Demise cursed the bloodline of the goddess and the spirit of the hero, saying that an incarnation of his hatred will ever follow them? Which leads me to believe that Marin is Zelda. Be honest, how many of y'all went to go write an angry comment? And I know what I just said sounds crazy, but if you think about it, it actually makes sense. We know that the windfish's dream is not an ordinary one. That's because Link can interact with it. If Link can interact with it, so should Demise. So let's say when the windfish fell asleep, he dreamt of an island, one of the island's residents being the princess, and that it was destiny that Link would enter the dream. And because of this, the nightmares were born into the windfish's dream, an incarnation of Demise's hatred. This would explain why Marin knew the Ballad of the Windfish, the only song that could wake the windfish, and why she's the only one who thinks about life outside the island, because she did exist outside the island. And this would explain the end cutscene where Marin smiles at Link, because it isn't Marin, it's actually Zelda smiling at Link. Now, I'm not saying Marin is a 100% copy of Zelda. I feel like in the dream, it's Zelda as a person, and not so much her title and status. That's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. And let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. Who do you think Marin is? I'd love to know what you guys have to think. Have an amazing day.